Let's bring in Jaroslaw Strozyk, who's a former director of analysis over at the Polish Military Intelligence. He joins me now from Wrocław in Poland. General, good to talk to you. Always a pleasure having you here on the NewsHour. I want to begin by asking you about the Biden administration's latest military aid package to Ukraine. It includes cluster munitions. This is undoubtedly very controversial, is it not?
Fully agree. I mean, the war is controversial itself, and Russian aggression is controversial or let's say unmoral. So I'm quite happy to see another package from the United States Armed Forces and political arm. And that's much, I believe, connected to the NATO summit, which is upcoming into a couple of days, where Ukraine doesn't receive too much, I would say, in terms of membership. So this another level of ammunition, which is very much needed for the offensive side as well, is what I welcome very much.
Since you mentioned the NATO summit, I want to ask you about that. It is no doubt that on Zelensky's wish list is an invitation to Vilnius. Do you feel that he's going to get it?
I'm not so sure. Maybe it could be the last minute invitation or any show up for any event or late event. But this is not about invitation of Zelensky to the summit. This is about invitation of Ukraine to NATO, which is very well deserved. But we know that there is no conclusion. There is no full agreement, which is very much needed to receive this invitation or full membership. So a very complex situation, but let's not forget this is only a very high political meeting, but we have something tangible on the ground, and we need some offensive progress on the Ukrainian side.
Let's talk about the situation on the ground. We know that the Ukrainian president, Zelensky, is on a tour of Bulgaria and the Czech Republic. He is expected to arrive in Turkey a little bit later on today. In all of his stops, he's asking for more support, as he's done for the past 16, 17 months. Do you feel that Western countries, NATO countries in particular, because these are all NATO countries that he's visiting, they're a little bit reluctant to actually give their past vocal support because of how the counteroffensive is going? It's not going according to plan.
We don't know that. Maybe that's according to the plan, a slow movement and not exaggerating of the offensive steps. So maybe that's the plan. Let's hope for that. All those three countries you mentioned are very tangible, very positive in terms of supporting Ukraine from the very beginning. Czech Republic, Bulgaria, and of course Turkey sent so much equipment, also artillery means and other support. So that's a kind of reducing the fatigue, which is of course present or even increasing in some NATO countries. So that visit is very much needed, very much just to give another wave of support from some NATO countries to keep that going. That is very much needed for upcoming months.
Okay. General Jaroslaw Strozyk, always a pleasure having you on. Thank you very much for joining us.